If y'all only knew what this earth really is and what's actually going on, you will understand everything else. But what I'm going to explain to you today is the reason when you pray to God and nothing happens. Let's talk about that. Now, I have to go into detail of some things that y'all don't really understand or wouldn't understand even if I would explain it to you. But hopefully you will understand if I do explain it, as far as what's going on here. Why do it seem like every time you pray that God don't answer your prayers? But a lot of you believe that he does, but in reality, he's not answering your prayers because you are doing everything yourself. Because if you don't do everything yourself, God is not going to step in and do anything for you physically, not even spiritually. So in order for things to come to pass that you so-called pray for, you have to do it yourself. The problem is when you pray and you pray for something and then it happens a year from that day you prayed, you think God done it for you because it came to pass. But the thing is, if you had never done anything to get to that point, it would never came to pass in the first place. Because I guarantee if a lot of you sit there and you pray, after you've done praying, you sit there and wait for God to do something for you, I guarantee nothing will happen. I will bet money on it. I will bet money on it, literally, that if you pray and sit there and wait for God to do something for you, nothing will happen. In order for, the point of you praying to God is so that he can help you or to get to where you need to be or whatever, not you having to do it yourself. That's the point of you praying for change and this and that in your life and everything, so he can do it for you. So that way you don't have to do it for yourself. That's the thing. You see, that's the point of praying. But you always taught that you have to do something in order for them to do stuff for you, which don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. Just like if you go ask your parents, can you do this for me? They're doing it for you. You're not doing it. You're not doing anything. Let's say, for instance, you need help paying your bills, right? And you ask your parents, can you help me pay this bill now? I'll do it next time when I get enough money, blah, blah, blah. So they help you with your first bill, and then the next time you pay your bills yourself. You see, they paid it for you. You asked them, they paid it physically, your bills. So you had nothing to worry about. But if you were to ask God to pay your bills, you're going to be sitting there for the rest of your life until you lose your place and everything else in life, because you keep praying for stuff that won't come to pass because God don't exist in the way that y'all thought, and there's a reason why things is not happening the way y'all thought. You see, the reason, now this is really deep because y'all really don't understand, but I hope you do understand. It's a reason why things is not happening the way I wanted to, as far as God and everything. Y'all been brainwashed into this system of thinking that if you pray that things will come to pass, but that's not the case. Because I guarantee, I would bet money that if you sit there after you done prayed and wait for your blessings to come to you, it will not come to you. And I'll put money on that. That's something that anybody already knows. But for some reason, when it comes to pass, so-called come to pass, after you have done it yourself, you give God the credit of what you have done. But that's not God doing it. You have done it. So you give him the credit because of what you have done, and you felt that he helped you because you done it yourself, which make no sense. You see, this is how brainwashed people are, because they think that God actually done something for them because they went out and done it, and then after they didn't pray for it, after they didn't pray, they went out and done what they gotta do to get where they need to be in order to that blessing to come to pass, not realizing they done it themselves, but they giving God that credit of what they prayed for. So if you pray for that house, years later you get that house because you went to work, you saved the money to get that house, and you bought it, you done it. But the problem is y'all giving God the credit of what you have done. Because I guarantee if you sit there and you pray for that house, nothing will come to pass. Y'all come up with excuses for God every single time. So the reason, well, man, I'm getting off track. I'm getting off subject here. So, this Earth, what is Earth actually? That's something I'm going to talk about in the next video because it can only be a certain amount of minutes on TikTok. So in the next video, I will make another one. But I'm at work right now, so I had to wait for a little bit.